right, what's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Luke for Prez, back with another video. It just took me about 35 minutes to figure out how to properly sync the audio from my microphone with the computer, with Logic, while doing it all simultaneously. I think I got it. We're gonna find out. It is what it is. Your boy is still learning the technology, but you know what? We're here, and that's the important thing, you know? So today, what I want to do is basically go in and redo a beat that I made a long time ago. As you can see, I've pulled up a beat here from July 23rd, 2017. Woo! I was a young man back then. Seems like an eternity ago. I think I heard some potential with it. I kind of like the melodies. The drums, not so much. I was still using a lot of stock stuff for the drums. And I think I'm just gonna see what I can do with this one. And if we can salvage it, I might throw it on my website and, you know, have it be for sale. So we'll see how it goes. What I'm gonna start by doing is just playing the beat from the beginning so you guys can get a feel for it in its current state. And then I'm gonna go in here and do some surgery and see what we can come up with. So you get the picture. That's basically it. It's extremely repetitive. There's essentially no variation with the arrangement. Yeah, it is what it is. But like I said, I kind of like the melodies that I had going on. So what I want to do is basically just delete the entire drum section, basically everything except the melodies, and just start from scratch. And I didn't want to play the beat too long because I didn't want my brain to get programmed into like doing the same thing that I was doing here. I want this to be new and, you know, with no preconceived ideas of what I'm trying to do. So goodbye shitty drums, and let's bring in some better sounds here. Just gonna start here with a basic clap. Get that all situated. This is roughly the order that I go in with every beat that I make. I usually start with the melody, make sure that is to my liking. You know, then I'll add the basic clap, and then I'll go straight to a hi-hat. Sometimes I will leave the hi-hats extremely basic, just this two-step pattern here. But most of the time I will add rolls, add additional hi-hats, just, you know, a little bit of that ear candy. But it's a fine line. Like, you don't want to go overboard with it depending on the track, because of course something that should always be in your mind as a producer is leaving room for the potential artist that will eventually be using this, right? After this, the order that I go in varies just depending on my vibe in that moment. I will either add some supplementary perks at this time, or I'll go straight to the 808. I'm feeling the 808 right now, so that's what I'm gonna do. If you know anything about me, you know that I love me some Spins 808s. So that's what I'm gonna use here, the tried and true Spins. I take a similar approach to the bass line that I do with the hi-hats, in that I will start with a very, very basic pattern just to kind of get the initial bounce going, and then I will add variation and complexity to the pattern and just add the sauce, add the Luke sauce. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. So I have a few go-to sound effects that I like to incorporate into my beats from time to time. Some of them are breathy, I guess you could say. And there's one in particular that I think would sound good here on a couple of the beats. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. It's subtle, but I like it. Because I don't hear it much in different beats, you know what I'm saying? With these supplementary perks, you don't really want to go too overboard with them because you want to leave room for the artist, but you know, just a few to kind of accent the bounce a little bit. That's all you need. I don't have like a set template that I use. I just kind of go with the flow here. It doesn't always have to follow the exact same pattern over and over. I just kind of just play around with it until it sounds good to me. You know what I'm saying? Cool, all right, I'm chill with that. I think that sounds good. What I'm going to add next is the kick. And usually what I will do is just have the kick follow the 808 in the exact same pattern. Sometimes I'll add a few extra kicks just to give it additional bounce. And I think that's what I'm gonna do right now. I really don't mix my drums all that much. You know, I rely on good sounds that I get from sample packs. If you haven't already noticed, I have a lot of Cody packs. He's one of my favorite producers, so I use a lot from him, and just other things that I can find, and occasionally I'll design my own. But just to save time, I usually rely pretty heavily on drum kits, and that lowers the amount of mixing that's required, because if you get a professionally done kit, like, they're already, you know, pretty much good to go. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how those drums sound. The only other thing that I might want to do is add some variation to the hi-hat here. Let's see what I can come up with. Basically, the only thing left now for me to do is arrange this thing, add some variation to the melodies, as I said, and yeah, this thing will be good to go.
One eternity later.
All right, so I went ahead and gave this thing a little bit of arrangement, a lot of arrangement compared to how it was previously constructed. So yeah, that's basically the end of the video, guys. I'm just gonna play it for you, and that'll be that. Hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully you maybe learned something in regards to at least my process when it comes to making beats. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
We're gonna have company!